Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of Christmas in July. I cannot believe that we're already in week 2, but I am so glad to have you here today, and I can't hardly wait. Are these not the cutest tags? I think tags are one of my favorite things to make. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you the supplies and then we'll get on to our tags. So we're going to be using the card cutout 194, and as I've said, I've already cut things out, so I apologize that it's missing a few things, but I hope you're remembering to save your extra pieces too, because you can use them in all kinds of projects. So card cutout 194, and I think these little paper pieces are so fun. I can't wait to show you what we've done with them. And then we have our card cutout 186, and that is our Ho-Ho Santa. And we used one of them yesterday, but we're going to use another one today. Oh, here it is in full sheet. And then our candy canes. We worked with those yesterday as well. And today we're going to be using them again. And then card cutout 182, our little Christmas trees. I just love these in the different sizes. And of course, you have seen our little Rudolph. I think he is so fun. I really get a kick out of using him. He just makes me laugh. And that's card cutout 180. And then we're also going to be using our blank farmhouse tags. We're going to be using our candy cane tags. And then we're going to be using one of our new papers, Ho Ho Ho. And Blackbird dotted stripes. We're going to be using that one today. I know we're only doing tags, but I have a little surprise for you. And then we have our new Do Not Open tags, so they'll be fun to use. And it also comes with Believe, and I think you could use the Believe with Santa, with Rudolph, anything too, so those are fun. And then we have some paper, this is a tongue twister, Red Wagon mini stripes. And so we're going to be using this for accenting our tags. And then we have one of our favorite things. I just love to use the different card cutout or our different printed projects. This one is double-sided, and it is a little gift tag card holder. So we'll be working on that as well. So let's dig right in. I'm going to just start at the top. I'm going to grab our sample from over here. I can't see it, so we're going to be surprised as to which one we're doing. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Very excited about him. So as I mentioned, I have my little pieces already cut out for us. And when I was working and making the different supplies we were going to need for this week's camp, I really loved how the little sketching around, I don't remember, oh, I know. I started with the candy canes, and I cut a candy cane up and put it like this, and it was so cute. I love the little sketched outlines with the tag, with the little paper pieces. And so I made a sheet of those just because they were so fun to use. Now on this little tag, I've cut it all out, and you can use your paper trimmer, or you can just use your scissors. For these, I use my big blue scissors because it's just easy. And then all I'm going to do is double stick, use whatever adhesive you have that's convenient. And I felt like we didn't need really any more dimension, and I just put it across flat. So just the mounting, I didn't use any mounting tape, so just my adhesive. But I loved how it created sort of a background for the little Rudolph to sit on. It just kind of broke up the tag a little bit, gave it some interest. And then for this though, and when I glued his nose on, in case you missed yesterday's video, I did use mounting tape, so you can see there is a little bit of a dimension there. So I am just going to grab the mounting tape again. I I like the little added dimension that it gives. Now, if you notice, I do not put any mounting tape on his, I think they're antlers. Anyway, I don't put any mounting tape on there because I kind of like how they kind of curl out and just gives a little more dimension there. So, very, very simple. I put him on and he just has a little pop to him with the mounting tape. Now, there are different ways that you can do the little strip where you hang your tag from. You could just punch a hole right here and have that be good. Or you could fold paper around like I have done here. And then I just stapled that on. So I went ahead and cut the strip of paper. Now I used the strip long ways because I wanted my stripes to go like this. If you wanted them to run this direction, then you would cut out your paper this direction. So, but I really liked folding it over. I think that just adds a cute little dimension there. And I've already cut that piece of paper here, and I'm just going to double check that dimension. And I just want you to notice I am using a tape measure today, at least for this part of our project, because guess what today is? It's National Tape Measure Day. So what I thought was going to be a good project for me when I am finished with our videos, I think I'm going to round up the tape measures we have in our house and put them someplace where I can find them, because it never fails when I need a tape measure, unless I go sneak out on my husband's stuff of his tool belt. I have a hard time finding them. So I'm going to go find some and put them in our little tool drawer in the kitchen. So next time I need it, I can find it. I thought that was an excellent way for celebrating National Tape Measure Day. So this here, this little strip, it's kind of hard to measure actually with the tape measure, but let's see what I can do. It's about 5/8, so just a little bit more than 1/2 inch. So I just cut 1/2 inch, well 5/8 strip off the paper, and then I'm just going to cut however long I want my little tag to be, fold it in half, and then I come right here. Now sometimes it's kind of hard to hold and staple, so what I have learned is I just use a little bit of adhesive on the one end. That holds it in place for me so I can get the staple. Okay, so I have a little bit of adhesive on this paper. Now I am just going to position it where I want, stick that little bit of adhesive, and now it will stay positioned. So as I grab my stapler, I can staple without worrying about positioning, changing the position on that. So you can see how cute those tags are. I just love them. I think they are so fun. So we will set these aside. And I just remembered that yesterday in my tutorial, I neglected to show you there was a little bow made out of jute, and I neglected to show you the easiest way to make tiny bows. I like to leave it hooked on to my main spool still, but you're just going to make 2 bunny ears like so, and now you're just going to tie a knot with those bunny ears, and you can make the tiniest little bows using this technique. So you just tie that little simple knot, and now you can just pull the little strings so your bow is as small as you want, and then you'll just simply trim it off. So if you can see here, just how easy. And if you're working with a smaller, like a baker's twine or embroidery floss, you can really get those bows so little tiny, but they are just so cute. But I neglected to show that to you yesterday, so I want to make sure we got that done today. Okay, our second little tag. Okay, I think I love the little chalkboard tag, and I love the Santa. And it honestly is such a simple tag to put together. And I mentioned to you yesterday that I had cut his mustache out and adhered it separately. I really didn't feel like it added enough to make that extra work, but I'll leave it up to you to decide. So I simply just use mounting tape because I do want the dimension. So I just simply used my mounting tape, put a few little pieces on the back, and then I just position it however I want on my little tag here. And then you can see I used the red and white stripes on the tag again. Now you could have just punched a hole right there. Okay, here it is. I am so sorry for that. Now this one I did a little bit different. I kind of used the style of some old-fashioned paper tags that you see, and they just had they were made out of like oak tag. I can't remember what that's called. And then they had a little brown patch here to reinforce the hole. So I kind of took that same notion and using our same red wagon mini stripes, I just cut a little square. And then I used my adhesive to just go ahead and position that. And I had it hang over just a little bit, but you wouldn't need to. You could have it just be down or whatever. And then I take my paper punch and I just go right through both of them together. So you can see how cute and how simple. These you could just sit there watching your favorite little movie and have these going, and you'll have a whole truckload made in no time. I should say maybe a sleigh full in no time. So this is a fun tag. You know, I just love making tags. They are so quick and easy, and they're easy to design because there's not a lot of surface space, and I think that just makes it fun. Okay, and you haven't seen anything yet because this is the second to last tag, but it's the ittiest bittiest one, but I couldn't resist. I thought it was just so tiny and so cute. I think everything that is little is cute. So look how tiny that is and how cute. So we're just going to do similar things. I'm going to go ahead and tape the little trunk to my tree. And you might want to use a glue dot or whatever is easy for you. Oh, I stuck on the top of the tree. Whatever is easiest for you to work with. So I'm just mounting the little trunk to my tree. And I didn't bother using mounting tape on that, but I will use mounting tape when I adhere it to the tag itself. And I think I do want to do the star with a little mounting tape. Let's see if we can do that. I think, in fact, I'm even going to just put the mounting tape on top of the tree. And now I'm going to stick the star to it. And now I'm going to take a little bit of mounting tape for the tree. And just position. Look how cute. Just a little space to write to and from. And then you could simply, I don't know if you have one of the small paper punches and they just have a little small holes, but they're available, so you can get them in an office supply store. And you could just simply punch a little tiny hole in the corner and then hang it from a string. Or you could do our tricks and add a little paper strip. That looks cute too. Look how fun that would be. Or you could punch a hole before you added the tree and have the string coming from behind the tree. So aren't they just so tiny and so cute? But they would be the perfect addition to a little present. Or you could put them on top of another tag, a card. You could use those as a piece to decorate with as well. Okay. I saved the biggest tag for last. I'd already cut it out. I've got all of the pieces ready. I'm going to grab my sample off of this because that is helpful for me to be able to recreate what we have done. So we have our little Rudolph. I already have his nose put on, and I used the mounting tape again because I liked that dimension. And I already have some mounting tape on the back of him, so he's ready to go. And this tag, we'll start with the tag. I'm using the candy cane tag, but this is one of the little paper pieces off of our card cutout. So I am just simply going to fold that in half. And I did staple it on, so I'm going to use the same trick as I did last time. And I'm going to go ahead and just add a little tape so it makes our job easier. So I've added a little tape. This time I did my staples crisscross. And what I mean by that is I do two of them on an angle. So I think that's just a cute effect as well. Okay, so we've got all of our pieces ready. The next thing we're going to do is assemble our little pocket, our gift tag pocket. And so you can cut it out, but before you cut it out, you may choose to use a ruler and a stylus. Let's see, where did my extra crease? To use a ruler and a stylus, and you can see the lines where we are to score. And so you can score before, so right here. And I'm just going to score with the smaller end of an embossing tool. And I can do all of that before I cut it out. So there's just 3 places, 1, 2, and 3. Now, you know me, I always like to take shortcuts when I can. So I actually did not score this one. I cut it all out. I was intending to score it, but then I just got a little impatient. And I folded it, and it folded pretty easy. I can use my little tool to just flatten that folded a little more. And then I folded this right around here. Now there's a couple of ways you can do it. I can leave it so it hooks on the back like that, which you can't even tell. Or I could do it so I put it on the inside and you don't see the little seam. And then I'm just going to fold up the bottom piece as well. And with the cardstock, it is so slick because it just folds up and stays. So at this point, decide whether you want to tuck the flaps in or if you want them to wrap around the back. With this pattern, I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to go ahead and do them on the inside just so you can see. And I didn't mention, I am doing this one because it's double-sided. You can choose which paper you want to have on the outside. Oh, you know what I did? I goofed up. But that's okay because since I goofed up, now hopefully you won't goof up. If I were folding this here, I would want the adhesive to be on this side. But since I'm going to tuck it in, I really want the adhesive to be on this outside piece. So hopefully you'll remember that when you go to make yours and you won't make the same mistake I did. And I like to make sure that I get the ends, like right up here. I want to make sure I get this close because that's what gives you a good seal. And just those two I can kind of do together because they're going to wrap around together. And now I just fold it over. And look at that cute pocket. I love this as the lining. So here you can see the 2 different versions. Let me take these little goodies out. So you can see the different versions and how cute and how different they look, but how coordinating. I think it is just really fun. And if you notice, This little paper strip is wider than the one we've been using. It's about 3/4 of an inch. And I will just get out my tape measure and we can measure for sure. Oh, actually, it's closer to like 7/8 of an inch, almost an inch wide. And then I just cut the little pennant slice out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some paper and cut that wide little banner so we can hurry and do that quickly. Now, if you don't have a paper trimmer, they really are so handy. I don't, let's see. So I'm just going to cut about an inch wide. I really like this one because it opens up wide so I can put my whole piece of paper on it and measure, especially when I'm cutting a card in half. So I think that's something to look for when you're buying a paper cutter if you need to. And again, I'm just going to cut a little strip. I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to just cut this little notch out. And then I'm going to staple this onto my little card. Again, I'm going to use the same technique. I keep trying to hold it in place, but it's just more work than it's worth. Okay, so now we have our little tag made. It is ready for our little Rudolph to go on here. And I think he looks really cute on that buffalo plaid as well. So we'll stick him on here. And then the rest of the things are just filling this pocket. Like you could put little, you could turn this into a little coupon pocket just full of different favors you might make for somebody or do for someone. So you could add in several tags. So let's see what that would be like. We can put that tag in, you can have that tag, and each one of them could just say something you admire about that person. And then I loved the tag, or the candy cane, just sticking in there as well. But look how cute those are. And I love how they coordinate. You can use either side. I just think they are so darling. Now, before we finish, I just want to show you 2 more tricks because making tags is really fun and easy. But do you know what? It's even easier than to turn them into a card. So the first 2 tags we made, I'm going to show you how easy it is to turn those into a card. So I have my first tag that we made. Well, I don't remember. He was a second tag. I already cut my paper in half, the little ho, ho, ho. Now I'm just going to fold it. And remember, you can always use a bone folder or your embossing tool, whatever you might have. And look how cute he is, just positioned on the tag. So all I need to do really is to double stick him onto the front of that card. And look what a cute card that makes. So you can see, isn't that just fun and easy? And then our other little Rudolph tag, I already have my paper trimmed. Fold it here, get a nice crisp fold, and then I'm just positioning. Look how he pops on that paper. I just love that. I think they are so darn cute. And what an easy and simple way to make a Christmas card. So fun and easy to turn a tag into a card. And honestly, you could even do that with the gift card holder. This would be cute sitting on a card as well. So look at all the fun you can do taking your cards or your tags and turning them into cards. I am so glad you stopped by today. I am loving Christmas in July. I hope you have a great day and happy camping.